Hello, welcome to a new unboxing and quick testing. Today will be a new micro-size quadcopter, a new JJRC models. Long waited because it's a clone of the famous Cyma X5C. This is a H8C, okay, with C for camera version. So it's typically take the shape of a Phantom or Cheson 620. It's including an HD camera. Okay, we will see if this model is better than the Cyma one. Okay, so here's the box, very nice one, very nice design, quite compact. Okay, and you can see on the photos that this one got the four side full of LEDs band. So what we'll find in the box? The quadcopter. I got the black edition, very nice, very beautiful. Okay, so you have some stickers everywhere. You have the LEDs band on each side. Okay, you have three colors: white for front, and you have the red for rear, and two blue for the side. Okay, so here's a quadcopter. Very nice design for a toys grade quadcopter. I already installed the landing skid, okay, and here you will find the HD camera, including a 2 GB micro SD card. Okay, I will focus in a few moments on this quadcopter. What also you will find this transmitter. Okay, it's a nice transmitter, very easy to handle, to grip. Okay, so you have a small LCD display on top. Okay, and well, I will focus in different function in a few seconds too. Okay, what also you will find 4 props guards. Okay, they are scaling close to 2 grams each. Okay, they are efficient because you have 3 main metal plastic bar. Okay, so they can absorb shocks from any direction of the for the props. So it's a good news. What also you will find? You will find a bag with a screwdriver. Okay, basic one. Okay, you will find also a micro USB for a reader. Okay, to read your SD card. Nice. Okay, and 4 props, 2 clockwise and 2 counterclockwise as spare. So it's nice, very good. And you will find a power adapter, okay, in order to charge your LiPo battery. You will see that this connector is quite different than the usual one, typically a GST one for such size of quadcopter. For me, it's a kind of Tamiya connector. Okay, I will explain later. And finally, you will find some instruction manual. Okay, English and Chinese are very well detailed. Not problem at all. You will find all the instruction how to mount your quadcopter, landing skid, and so on, and the role of different functions. So, well, it's a relatively good instruction manual. So. First, I will say that some time ago I reviewed another JJRC model. Exactly, it was this model, this Super Scorpio, the F182 model. I like it so much. Okay, so why I'm talking about this one? Because this new model is sharing the same electronics. It means that you will have the same main board, so more or less the same flight characteristics and the same functionalities. So please look at my former review and unboxing video to have more information. So in fact, the quadcopter is compact. The plastic is okay, and well, with the LiPo battery, the quadcopter is scaling close to 140 grams. Okay, so it's a little bit heavier. Okay, but the good news, you have some strong coreless motors. They are 8.5 by 20 millimeters. They are the biggest you can find in coreless motors. So they are thanks also to the props. You will have still a good thrust capacities, and for example to an ascensions for your quadcopter. You won't suffer so much that the quadcopter is close to 40 grams more heavier than, for example, this one in the Super Scorpio mode. So you are oh yes, I will start to make a first caution or first advice. When you will receive it, I strongly advise to bind the quadcopter with the radio and to make spinning the motors at very low throttle during few instants, let's say 3-4 minutes. Why? Because mainly when I received mine, I noticed that one prop was difficultly spinning. Okay, why? Because the plastic was there was some extra residue of plastic, and you need to make spinning the motors and a few thousand time of turn in order to remove this extra part of plastics. When you're doing that at very low throttle, you will notice that now it's spinning completely freely. Okay, so this is an important question I wanted to say about the camera. Okay, it's very easy to unclips. You just need to pull front, okay, and you can remove it slightly by disconnect the connector, which is a 3-pin GST connector of 1.25 millimeters. Okay, so it's very easy to connect. If you don't want to fly, you don't want to record, you can save up to 9 grams. Okay, so it's very easy. So you just need to clip the camera like this, and you will be able to attach it. To access to the battery bay, you just need to push the battery bay and you will access to the compartment. Here you will find the battery, which is a 2S LiPo, okay, and you will need to first disconnect the battery connector, okay, like this, which now is ending with the female part of the Tamiya connector. Notice for a 2S battery you don't have any balancer ports, so I think it's a drawback because versus time, I think the two cells will be unbalanced versus time, so I think it's not a really good news. But this battery is announced to be 500 milliamps per hour in 7.4 volts, so it's typically a 2S cells, and usually it's, for such kind of micro quadcopter, it's only one cell, so you have an extra amount of power potentially. You will see if it's used or not. Okay, so I also advised versus time to exchange this connector to a GST1 because this you will be able to use some extra third-party LiPo, because most of them are using more the GST connector. So you just need to cut them and to solder a GST connector instead. So it's what I will do as soon as possible. Okay, so you insert the LiPo battery very easily. You have a lot of free room. I noticed that you have a lot of free room available. So I guess you will be able to install up to a longer battery, I guess 800, maybe 700 milliamp hours. It probably can fit the battery bay. Okay, so you're locking the battery bay like this by sliding the upper doors, the external doors. So you have a switch, mini switch, which is very good. Okay, oh, I forgot to connect the connector. Okay, very easy. So you can leave the connector plugged. Okay, it's not a problem at all. Like this. Okay, and after you can lock the battery bay. So you have a mini switch. Look, when you're starting, you have all the LEDs bands flashing. So the white for front, blue for the side, and red, so it's rare for rear. Okay, so it's very nice. No upper on the top side, you don't have any LEDs. It would be nice to have maybe a white one. Okay, so it's okay. So concerning the electronics, the motherboard is designed by LG. It means that it's based on the Beacon 2423 radio frequency chip, and the good news, As for the Super Scorpio model, it's using the VLToys VX2 protocol, so it's very good news. You can, for example, fly it with a Devo controller or any double toys VX2 compatible transmitter. Okay, so that's a very good news. It's also brand compatible. I'll check the Pinot. You have a small SWG debug port present, so it's good news. Okay, now I will focus on the transmitter. Very nice. Okay, you have an LCD display. Okay, so here you have two charger buttons, okay, here, and some 4 trim buttons. So in fact here, let's start by the left one. Is to, if you push on the top one, you are taking a photo, okay. If you press on the bottom, you are activate the turn on the camera, the video, okay. So photo and camera. Okay, the left button is to activate the speed mode. Okay, so by default you have 3, 4 different speed rates from 25, the default one, 50, 75 and 100 in sportive mode, in expert mode. Okay, it's very good, and you have the number of beep emitted in coherence with the number of the speed mode. Okay, if you press long time this button, I will make a demonstration. First, I will turn on the quadcopter. So I will first bind the transmitter by pushing up and down. So now it's binded. If you push the left shoulder button more than 5 seconds, you will turn off and on the lights. Okay, so I press again and turn on the light. Okay, turn off. Okay, so it's really good news, and the right shoulder button is dedicated for flipping. In fact, you have 2 modes. By default, you have a manual mode, so when you're pressing once and you have to indicate which direction you have to flips. But if you press this button more than 5 seconds, you are entering in automatic flipping to perform several times continuously some flippings. Could be nice outdoors when your quadcopter is in higher altitude. There is a small drawback concerning the flipping, and notice as for the Super Scorpio, when you perform a flipping, the stabilization is not perfect. You notice some kind of a shift on the right, on the left. At the end of the flips, I think there is a small, maybe, I don't know, there is something, a small problem. But, well, by the way, I'm not sure you are buying this model to perform a lot of flips. You are buying this model to have a very nice, small toys video platform. Well, okay, let's now talk about the camera. It's an HD camera, so you have HD ready, so filming in 720p, okay. The quality is good. Well, the light sensitivity is in average, not fantastic in dark condition, but it's good outdoors, okay. The image is quite precise, not fantastic, not ultra precise, but I guess some interpolation on the camera. But the color are more or less well respected between the red and green and so on. So on the remote, if you press this button on the left, on the top, you will see that I took a photos, and if I'm pressing a button, you see that the camera is turning on, and if I press again, it's turning off. Okay, so it's working well. Okay, what can I say also? To calibrate the quadcopter, you have to push both stick in lower left position. Okay, and you will see that it will flash fast after a few seconds. Sorry. Oh, you have to be in sportive mode. Okay. Okay, so, and if you observe, it will flash maybe in 100%, yes, maybe. Okay, so you have to be in 100% and push both sticks in lower left position, and it will flash. So it means that it's calibrated. Okay, good to know. So I will now make a small indoors flight. Okay. The yaw rate is very noisy, very noisy. The yaw rate is good. I mean, it's very agile. I will see out in order test. So it's a great stable flyer, but very noisy. I have to speak loudly now. It's very nice, very stable, very stable. I like it, and I will start the video. Now I started the video. The flying duration is approximately of 6 to 7 minutes. And the battery required 40 minutes to charge with the provided battery charger. Okay, so the yaw rate is correct, very good. It's a great flyer. I like it a lot. Okay, so well, I will finish this unboxing and quick testing. Oh, one more word I forgot to say. It's about this model is quite to be perfect. Great range, fast, good camera, and well, excellent night flyer with the lights. So it's great, but there are a little bit one drawback. I will say that if I can make a close-up in this part here, it's using some simple oil bushing, okay, in the shaft here instead of real ball bearing. In fact, it's like the Super Scorpio model. The good news, the ball bearing you have to install are the same that the ball toys V636. They are exactly 4 mm by 7 by 2 mm for the inner diameters, 7 for the outers, and 2 mm wide. Okay, so now I will conclude this unboxing quick testing. This is a great flyer, relatively cheap, a good HD camera, a good range. Great night flyers, everything is okay, very beautiful design. I like it a lot. For toys, it's very beautiful, so it's close to be the perfect quadcopter. I like it a lot and advise it for beginners. Okay, it's a little bit noisy, okay, and also be sure that when you're taking it, the first time you will take off, be sure that all the blades are spinning freely, and make it spinning them freely during 2, 3, 4 minutes to be sure that the plastic residue will be removed. Okay, so I think I will finish this unboxing quick testing. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Bye bye.